POV, you discover a manga version of Back to the Future. Before the story begins, the clocks are already running. Every inch of this lab screams one thing: obsession. They all tick, none of them agree. Somewhere, a genius decided, why do it simple? Even the dog eats on schedule. Einstein, the only one here who isn't in a hurry. A flyer for a clock tower nobody cares about, yet. No one builds a wall of amps unless they plan to use it. He knew exactly what he was doing. He did it anyway. The story doesn't start with a clock, it starts with a bang. Every great story starts with someone showing up. No car, no license, just four wheels and momentum. Efficiency, why skate when you can hitch? Hill Valley never knew it was an obstacle course. This is the happiest he'll be for a very long time. The lab never looked like much from the outside. A note on the door, never a good sign, never a boring one either. Don't touch anything. 3 words that meant nothing to him. He'd been here 100 times, he never knocked. Every time that door opened, the ordinary world stayed outside. You never got used to it, that was the point. Science and lunch equally abandoned. Every corner had a story, most of them were probably dangerous. He built upward when he ran out of floor. The answer was up there somewhere, he just hadn't found it yet. Unfinished, always unfinished, that was the nature of genius. One clock stood apart, like it knew something the others didn't. Einstein had mapped every inch of this place, he approved. The dog always knew who to trust. Chaos, but it was his kind of chaos. He wasn't snooping, he was just looking. He looked at the clock looked back. Even mad scientists needed groceries. Somewhere between the experiments, lunch. He grabbed the cola, ignored the glowing thing next to it. The lab kept moving. He stood still, just for a moment. The clocks in this lab never made him feel better about time. Small moments, the ones you never remember until you need to. The lab answered, the man didn't. He was waiting for Doc. Time was waiting for him. Somewhere in the chaos, something ordinary was about to matter. One ring, the lab held its breath. He always jumped, he never admitted it. 3 steps, the distance between waiting and something happening. Picked up on the 3rd ring, like he wasn't waiting. 4 words, everything changed in 4 words. Miles apart, 1 wire between them. That smile, he couldn't help it, he never could. He wrote it down, as if he could forget. The lab was the same, he wasn't. 1 piece of paper, 1 decision already made. He looked back, he always looked back. Outside, the world had no idea. Same wheels, different destination. Hill Valley at dusk, quiet, unaware, perfect. He glanced at the tower, didn't think twice, not yet. The address in his pocket, the city in his peripheral. He could see it from the hill. That was always the moment it became real. Faster, because something was finally happening. He stopped, the night held still, then a sound from inside. He almost knocked, almost. Doc never waited for knocking. Dark and full of shapes that hadn't introduced themselves yet. Light, everything was different in the light. That face, he'd been waiting to make that face for 30 years. He always made it a performance, he'd earned that right. There it was, there it actually was. Some things you can unsee, he didn't want to. Doc explained, the boy just listened with his hands. 4 of them in that room, only 1 of them knew what came next. A blank board, the most dangerous thing in a genius's hands. 1 word, he always started with 1 word. He said it like it was simple, it wasn't simple. The math was simple, the implications were not. The math wasn't the problem, believing it was. He didn't just build it, he believed in it. The inside was the confession. This took years. Dials for time, not speed, not distance, time. The question didn't need words, neither did the answer. 30 years of work, and it came down to one sentence. Every revolution starts with a sentence. There it was. 30 years. His body stopped, his mind was running. The brain does funny things with impossible information. The smartest response available, he used it. He explained it, then explained the explanation. Hearing wasn't enough, he needed to touch it to know it was real. He built it alone, he never wanted to explain it alone. Past the wonder, straight to the only question. He didn't say yes, he never just said yes. After the impossible, silence, the loudest kind. He walked around it the way you walk around something you're deciding to believe in. No words needed. Some agreements are bigger than language. The first touch was curiosity. The second was a promise. Years of work handed over like it weighed nothing. It weighed everything. He read every page. The scientists let him. Outside, the universe. Inside, two people trying to reach it. What they said next, that was theirs. For one moment, everything in that room was synchronized. The clocks were ticking. The machine was waiting. The story hadn't even started yet.